Yeah. Yeah, a lot of racing in the, of course, the X30 Junior and X30 Senior classes. We've seen lots of heats from them, as you can see. Now we've had, we're getting into the heats now for the some of the other classes. X30 Mini we won't see for the first time on track until tomorrow at 4:30 local time for qualifying practice. Thanks for joining us if you are with us on the live stream. Chris McCarthy, sorry, and Bruno van der Stick here for the whole weekend, calling you through the action at the 2017 Iame International Final at Le Mans. And we move into the next race. That's Graham Hill. Yes, it is. Hello, Graham. How are you doing? Good? Yeah, good. I think he's doing well. He's on the front row, so can't complain with that. Graham. Graham Hill is a great name.
You know that in the Le Mans history, I'm thinking, of course, about the big race in June. Graham Hill is the only one driver in the history who could be a Formula 1 World Champion, could be a winner of the famous 5 miles of Indianapolis, and then of the Le Mans race that was with a Matra, Henry Pascal, it was in 1970, and the famous Formula 1 driver,
Interesting stuff, actually. Didn't actually know that. 408, hello. Drivers, we've got the VDK racing team here, of course. Big drivers they're bringing to this one. Comes up there from the 523 as well. So we'll bring the full grid to you shortly, but at the moment we're just looking at the drivers getting ready to go. It's the 446, Mark Daly from Ireland. So anytime we see the cameraman get over to the side of the grid, that usually means we're about to get underway, and here they come out onto the track. That's the front 2 rows for you. Kip Foster on the inside of the second row, Graham Hill to the outside of the front row, Patrick Stick on pole, and then Eric Chapon on the outside of row 2, and then 4 French drivers behind that as well, Bruno. Then behind that, let's see who we got next along. David. Shinio. Interesting. And then behind that, 460, and another French driver, a lot of French drivers in this class. So, Osaka in the 5-2-3. Alexander Rishi. Alexander Risch. Okay, Alexander Risch. 407.
C'est quand même le pilote japonais 523. Et Alexandre Rich, numéro 407. Adrien Derguti, numéro 431. Et la Chine avec Kenneth Chong, numéro 505 pour les pilotes qui arrivent un peu plus loin au niveau de la composition. La grille de départ, les deux tours de chauffe, effectivement, on est en train de se remettre comme il faut pour le départ.
Well, the driver's getting ready then in formation, 11 laps on the board. Here we go then, Patrick Stiff and Graham Hill on the front row. It's Stiff, the Finnish driver, to the right of picture, and to the left is Graham Hill, the British driver. Up towards the line they go, and it was a terrible start actually for the driver on the third, inside of the third row. That allowed Graham Hill to get straight across into third place. Two drivers either had to start from the pit lane or had problems coming across the line there, but looks like Patrick Stiff still leads the way. I think in second place maybe Kip, no, in fact would it be Kip Foster in second place? Graham Hill certainly in third place. Oh, they changed. Yeah, Kip Foster then, that is going through into the race lead. The Australian, very quick in the Iame X30 Master class, and it has been for some time, so no surprise to see Kip Foster running at the front in this one. Oh, and Graham Hill, that's a brilliant move to take second place there away from Patrick Stiff. So Graham Hill, sorry, into second. That move has lost them some time though. Says to Patrick Stiff, think about it, we've got to go after Kip Foster, who's leading the way. Yep, I think there was a change for third place, wasn't there? There was an attempted change. Eric Chapon was it that was trying to go past Patrick Stiff, the pole sitter, but couldn't quite get through. So Eric Chapon remains in fourth place. He'll be got there in fifth place, this the number 452. Oh, well, in fact, change for fourth there. Although I don't speak French, I did pick up that you were talking about the gap between the top two, didn't you? And Graham Hill is going quicker on this lap, isn't he? It was only by about 100th of a second through the first sector. But let's see if Graham Hill's quicker through the seconds. No, he isn't. In fact, Kip Foster actually extended his lead out front from Graham Hill, who's under pressure from Patrick Stiff in third place. Then it's Kinket in fourth place, and fifth place at the moment, Eric Chapon. Chapon did very well in qualifying, and there we go, Graham Hill now having to defend going down towards turn number one. You have a new fastest lap as well. So Eric Chapon it was who moved up a place, and going into fifth place there was Jeremy Hankang. He's gone through past 416, has gone past I think Kinket, wasn't it, in the 452 Gildas Kinket. So French drivers all fighting with each other there. It's French drivers all the way down to 8th place, but it's an Australian out front with a lead that is continuing to extend. Kip Foster has a second over Graham Hill. Graham Hill quicker on this lap. Patrick Stiff in third place is one of the quickest on track. In fact, the quickest on track at the moment is Alexandra Liotta, who's quickest through the first sector, and it changes it down at the hairpin there. Looked like there was about to be. We're looking at the battle for second place with Graham Hill and Patrick Stiff on screen at the moment. I think Graham Hill knows they might be closing in on Kip Foster now. It's the second sector where Kip Foster is very strong. Let's have a look. It was 1.049 seconds when they crossed the line last time. What will it be this time? 0.9, so it's come down. Graham Hill absolutely flying at this stage of the race, and the gap's come down to 6/10 of a second, just over 6/10. Eric Chapon in fourth place set a new fastest lap, but Kip Foster is being caught by Graham Hill here as they head up towards the double right-hander. Patrick Stiff now struggling to stay with the British driver. Behind that though, Eric Chapon, the French driver, quickest on track at the moment. So 4 different nations within the top 4, Australia, Great Britain, Finland, France for now. I think we're going to see some changes though. Yeah, new fastest lap, as you said, from Patrick Stiff, 55.7. Graham Hill brought the gap down a further 10th of a second to Kip Foster. I think Patrick Stiff doing a good job just staying with Graham Hill, pushing him along at the moment and trying to catch Kip Foster. That said, they've got to be careful of Eric Chapon in fourth place. Eric, the white race helmet there and the black suit, catching the 2 drivers ahead. But the quickest on track is Eric Chapon. The top 4 have a gap now over the rest of the field. Graham Hill once again on this lap, closing in on Kip Foster. Oh, and a change. Jules can get, as you said, quickest last time. The driver in 5th place at the moment. Patrick Stiff currently setting a personal, a new fastest first sector on this lap. Patrick Stiff is under a lot of pressure though from Eric Chapon as they head through the last corner. Graham Hill, now a 2-way fight for the victory, isn't it, between Kip Foster and Graham Hill. That's if Graham Hill can catch Kip Foster. He's closing in then as they head up towards the first corner for what is now the 10th time. Just 2 laps to go. Graham Hill just has 2 more laps to try and do this. 55.7 for Graham Hill last time. Kip Foster did a 55.8. It's 3.5 tenths between the top 2. Graham Hill, once he gets in the tow, once he gets within about 3/10 of a second, the gap will come down within the space of 1 straight. So Kip Foster is now going to have to defend for this race winner. Didn't think it was going to happen. That's if Graham Hill wants to take it from him. I'm not going to take any more chances with saying Graham Hill's going to stay in second after Alessandro Serenetti proved me wrong earlier by taking the win at the very last opportunity. So from now on, never say never. Graham Hill, I think, could go for the race win here if he wants it. Kip Foster not defending at the moment. What about when we come onto the back straight for the last time? Kip Foster will look over his shoulder, will he? Yes, there comes the inevitable look, but I think he's going to be okay unless Graham Hill goes for it through the left-hander. Oh, well, I thought a move was coming, Bruno, but yeah. Yeah, Patrick Stiff, as you said, you fastest lap on that last lap, 55.496, sorry. So despite the pressure, well, that's probably what resulted in him pulling away from Eric Chapon. Gildas Kinket is 5th place. It's Jeremy Hunkard in 6th. Alexandra Liotta 7th. Jason Burns 8th. Jonathan Bermou in 9th place. Jean-Baptiste Vincent in 10th place. Alexander Reach in 11th, and it was Adrien Aguti in 12th place. So Kip Foster it is then who wins the second heat in X30 Master for groups C and D, taking the win by 0.4 of a second over Graham Hill and Patrick Stiff. And we'll just end by having a look at the drivers coming across the line there. See Jim Ringelberg got to 14th as well. David Shenlock rounded out the top 15.